The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
EmissyK Show. EmissyK Show. EmissyK Show. Questions, interviews, gossip, current news, movie, TV, radio. Here we go. Hey, it's EmissyK. Hey, it's EmissyK. Her beauty and passion, talk music, fashion, loose lips, red cup, love Jones. She's always on Facebook, Instagram, taking calls on the telephone. Sexy if you say so. It's the EmissyK Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the EmissyK's Loose Lips Show. I'm your girl, EmissyK. And over here, we have a Steelers fan, obviously.
Well, that's for sure.
You know what?
We know it's football
Lady
season,
D's
but
and the Steelers in the house.
Oh, my.
whatever.
Oh, wow.
Saints.
Absolutely.
Yes. And this is LaLa. How are you today?
And we have our guest in the building. We have Mr. Eric Lane, actor, and you got a hot show coming up this week, next week, right?
I'm excited. September 9th.
We're going to get into that. Right now, we're going to find out what's on everyone's lips
This
with
is
LaLa Young.
Sorry.
You know
Okay,
what?
She's
so let's
practicing
just say
projecting.
this. For who?
Projecting.
Yes, Janet Jackson was doing Bobby Brown. I'm just saying.
You just going to throw it out there like that? I'm like, what?
She had people, he had people. They were doing it.
They were
doing it. No one knew because back then, you know, us 80s kids, we didn't talk about it.
Where'd this
We
come
kept
from?
ourselves
Where
to
did this
ourselves.
information come from, LaLa? What is this?
You know what? He has
LaLa's
a movie
lips.
out. Exactly. He has a show out on BET that aired yesterday. The second part airs today, I believe at 9:00
Tonight, yeah.
So it was all juicy and stuff. He had a hot scene and he had her against the. Okay.
I heard there was a whole lot of scenes.
A whole lot of sex scenes. But that's what he was
That's
doing.
him.
Besides sex and drugs, that's what he was about.
Okay.
As well as his career. He was very, very talented. He was one of the founders of New Edition.
Okay.
And at first he wanted to be a boxer, but his mama didn't want him to.
Okay, you learned
He
a
was-
lot.
I was doing it. I was on it. But the crazy scene about it, I think there were more on it when he threw her out the room butt naked. She was butt naked. They were like,
Janet?
Janet. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry if you haven't watched it. That's what happened.
Yeah, you did.
That's what happened. Threw her out. They're
Okay.
like, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe because they know the noun Janet Jackson, so she couldn't have been thrown out. Hey, she was just like everybody else.
Eric, you think it's true?
I don't know if they put it out there like that. It might be.
It's
definitely.
Janet and Bobby. I mean,
I
come
don't think they
on.
put
It was
something out
Janet
there.
and
Bobby
Whitney.
was Bobby was with a lot of people. He had it. He
That
was,
I'm sure.
He was
Right.
confident
I mean, he was
in
the king
his.
of R&B back
Thank
then,
you.
so.
Exactly.
And
Everybody.
even if before he was named king of R&B, he was putting it down. He was confident, and you could tell even with the New Edition movie last year, they showed how aggressive he was about his business and everything he stood up for. So I like men like that, but. You know, I'm just saying. Okay, so it's coming on again tonight, watch the second part. You haven't seen it, so
We're going to have to watch the second part.
We're gonna have to video it.
No, somebody bring me the whole set, so I'm
Look
cool.
at you. So
Oh,
let's-
you special?
I'm straight.
Yes,
I
you.
am.
Whatever.
You have
LaLa,
not
what else
because
we
you
got
asked
going on?
not.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
You know
And I
whatever.
asked, and it's coming.
Okay.
That's Kissable Night segment. We'll be back to that
No,
right there.
that's-
But we're
no.
gonna move along to Aretha Franklin's funeral that lasted 8 hours? Did you guys watch?
Ah.
8 hours. The memes was going.
I had people watching it at work. I was like,
That was at work. Yes, 8 hours.
wow.
And they were,
That's a whole work day.
That's a whole work day. That's just too much. Too much. One of the thing that they were pointing out about the funeral is when a pastor was hugging on Ariana Grande.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't make me mad. Don't make me mad.
they
I'm
were
so
saying
sick
he
of
was
our people.
fondling her because if
People
you
are so
look at
freaking
it,
ignorant.
but what they did is zoom in.
He
You
was
know how-
grinding Grande.
you know how,
He was
the
not.
internet was.
What was he
all-
doing then, Lady
His
D?
hands was
He
like,
was tall, she's short. He hugged everybody that came up there. He hugged her with her short self, and his long arms fell right by her breast. And they were talking, and of course they zoomed in on that. The people are
hands
just
was
nasty and just messy.
But his hands
Anything to
was
destroy somebody's life.
Yeah, I get
That
it.
is horrible. I'm pissed about that.
They don't destroy his life. It just means he's human.
No, they don't appreciate it. That's not allowed to be human. That these people tell it.
either they were talking about what she was
Stupid.
wearing because it was inappropriate for a funeral, or they were talking about him fondling her.
Oh God!
either
Eric,
way-
did you get a chance to see any part of it?
No, I
Really? Oh.
saw it on like the news. And just different stuff.
Yeah, I saw some
I just felt
clippings.
a little uncomfortable about the red shoes and the dress, the way they showed her in
The one she had on?
first.
Yes.
And the
It was
gold
okay. It was a little provocative
Yeah.
for church.
Okay.
But that's how people dress all the time. So if you don't go to church, you're not thinking like that because that's what you do
Right.
all the time. And she was cute.
Okay.
But again, especially getting up there with other ministers and stuff where you had to be out in front. Okay.
We talking about Patty.
Patty who?
We talking about Patty LaBelle. Or you talking about LaGrande?
No,
LaGrande.
I'm talking
Aretha
about
Franklin,
Aretha
she had the
Franklin.
red
Aretha Franklin shoes.
With the red
Yes.
I just felt a little uncomfortable about that.
Look at Dorothy.
Those shoes are hot.
I mean, they have you wearing what you were comfortable in when you were
Yes.
pastor, so that's what she was. So
Yeah.
that's why they wanted to remember her as. So that part, I didn't think anything was wrong. She went out of style, and I think everybody
That's
gonna
a
start
style.
doing
Is
Yeah.
that's what you call it? That was more than style.
Don't put me in one of them church dresses. I mean, I don't want boobies showing and stuff. I don't want no short dress. But don't be dressing me like I'm an usher on the usher board. That's all I'm saying, Mama.
it. And they have
You talking about the way she was dressed in? You talking
No, I'm just saying my
I'm
wishes.
just saying because she that's how she
She's
dressed.
sharp. You can do me like that all
She
day long.
dressed because she always. I don't care how big she got. She
I
wore
want
fufu.
sapphire blue though. You know.
But my issue, well, I guess you can do what you want to do with your money, but
Yeah.
a gold-plated casket.
That bad baby was bad. I don't care what you say. It was purty.
Hey,
It was
she had
purty.
the money for it.
I say
She was worth
yes.
You gonna go out, go in style.
Yes.
What you don't want to go?
I have nothing else to say. I've had been involved in enough controversies this week.
What you want? You
regarding
want a
that
pie
fu-
box? You better tell me now. I'm taking.
I already
it.
told y'all. I don't even want to be taken to the church. I've told y'all that.
Oh my goodness!
No, I
Party,
don't.
what we doing?
She don't want them kikiing over her.
No, listen. That's not me. I'm gone. That's a shell.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't like that. I don't support it at all. If that's what you want to do, fine.
Yeah.
But miss me with that.
No,
Take me out in some satin blue.
Right.
Some sapphire blue.
So you can get the cheapest casket you can get your hands on because it's going in the wall.
Oh wow.
Pine
Okay.
box it is.
I don't care.
Let's go.
Don't matter to me.
We're moving
I'm
along
joking.
on to Nike and Kaepernick.
Okay.
Nike and Kaepernick.
Yay.
There's
Which is-
so many.
So
Go
many
ahead.
different things going on with the Nike ad. And it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. But as I started reading more into it, Nike is the largest shoe brand and apparel brand in the world. Mm-hmm. And before they even did the ad, only Nike and Kaepernick and probably a few knew about it. Mm-hmm. And they waited. Mm-hmm. They waited until they signed that multi-billion contract, 10-year contract with the NFL. Mm-hmm. So it was planned. So they knew what was going on.
Of course. Why not?
My thing is they knew. People are thinking, okay, we're standing up or we're doing this. It's business. It's not personal when it comes to Nike. And they knew they were going to make this money.
Right.
And he's a part of a culture that we majority buy shoes.
Exactly.
They're not worrying about the people who were protesting, those 3 people that you heard about.
Exactly.
Because
For
everybody,
Seriously.
that as soon as they did the ad, everybody went to go buy Nikes.
Right.
And I'm
I
like,
want a
y'all
Nike
got-
too.
I already saw
thing
it.
is, $100
I already saw
plus
it.
shoes.
You would think that it was Libra season right now with the way
Man.
that the community is on the fence. Some people are pissed about it. Some
Right.
people are happy about it. You know, and it's just so stupid. Their purpose, if you actually look at the ad, their purpose is the business.
Oh, yes. Definitely. And again, it's good because who they're going against, the NFL. But again, Nike, that's how they became the type of company that they are, is to go against the grain. And we're going to stop. We're going to keep going until we can get to where we need to go.
That's right.
By any means necessary. So
Yep.
it's like if you know what's going on or if you don't know, you got to do more research, and it's not always about personal. When it's
That's
dealing
right.
with those type of companies, it's about business.
You're right.
And it's good that you guys bought the shoes, but I would hope and wish that you would do the same when you're doing it for the communities that need the money.
Right.
$100 per shoes because they're putting an ad on the board. Now, is any of that money going in the community? Because that's another thing that they were talking about. And if the money is not going in the community, then you just wasted $100. Especially when you talk about people who buy Jordans, you're on Jordans so much. But now you're out there buying the Nikes. I don't. That's what I don't get. So yeah, if y'all want to call and talk to me, I'll talk back. So this is going with it.
I talk back.
Like when I
I don't know what you say, Lady D.
I'm only concerned about one pair of Nikes.
Don't nobody care about them Nikes.
Only one pair of Nikes do I care about.
This woman sent the emails like, okay,
I sure did.
I want these.
Come November 6th, I better have them. Steelers Nikes.
Nikes.
Yes.
And I want you to pay, you to pay, you to pay. She has specific names. How much we supposed to
And
contribute.
size.
Okay, how much?
They weren't that much, but
She is a mess. She
wasn't
gonna
that
get them,
much.
but it's the point.
Hey, she is a fan. So
She's
what
a brat. She's gonna
do
get
you
them.
think about what's going on with Nike and Kaepernick?
I haven't heard too much about the story, but I mean, I've always just felt like, it's good that someone like Kaepernick is just changing the game.
Yes.
Think about the sport and taking a stand.
Absolutely.
He risked it all.
I was going to say he had a lot to lose,
everybody.
dude.
And if you think about it, Nike
Lot
is
to
doing the
lose.
same thing
Right.
with
Yeah.
taking the stance that they're taking, standing behind Kaepernick and standing behind their actual campaign.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just be honest. People are not going to stop buying Nikes
Right,
no matter
Nike
what.
is bigger than
Especially
Nike is
especially
big.
I
us.
mean, at the end of the day, they can probably protest for a month or two, but when a certain
Right.
shoe come out, they're going to go right back to
Because they ain't going to go buy
Exactly.
Skechers.
With their stock going
And
down.
that's why it's good that they did it.
And they say
Nike.
they signed them because they
Very
didn't want
strategic.
Puma or Adidas to get them. So they knew. Because if they wouldn't have signed them, they would have knew they were standing in line. So they
Right.
know where he stands. A lot of people are following him.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm happy. I was so excited when I saw it. I was like, God.
right.
I'm glad because I just didn't want him to end up losing everything
Right.
because he decided to take a stand for us.
Yes.
And I applaud him. I am
And now he
so
has his club
excited.
back.
well, let's just be honest. He already had money. I mean, regardless, he's been playing for a few years, so he has some money put up.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, because but that's his passion. I mean,
Yeah.
not for him not to be able to do what he loves to do.
Right.
I just thought that would have been pretty sad. Just simply because he stood up for something that was right.
That's right.
I'm glad
So I'm
it's
just glad it
working
worked out.
And it,
Yeah.
it sparked a strong conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
But
That's
he
the
wasn't.
main thing.
The crazy thing
Absolutely.
is he wasn't the first one. There's a lot of athletes that have been shut down completely all the way for doing the exact same thing. I just feel like we should continue this conversation when whomever did it. Despite on who it was, we need to continuously have that conversation.
But it's always about time and place, though. Timing is everything.
It is.
It doesn't mean that it wasn't important. No telling what was going on at the time.
Right.
So it's just about timing. It's all
And not
about
only
timing.
that, it brought more attention because football is the American game.
Right.
That's America's game.
Yes.
Definitely.
But they're debuting
Absolutely.
it. But it's like
Thursday,
the
next
soccer
Thursday.
and the Open, the U.S. Open for tennis.
Definitely.
They're debuting it during
Tennis
those
and
times,
Serena.
not necessarily just
LeBron
football.
for basketball,
So
exactly. So it's,
I love
Go
it.
Cap.
Definitely.
I'm excited. I'm happy for him. I really am. I'm very happy for him.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in
Beautiful.
to What's on Everyone's Lips. See, I have to do it for Hey. This is your girl, LaLa. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at EmissyK_Loose Lips Show. And on Facebook, EmissyK Loose Lips Show group, where we get down and nasty.
You know it.
Up next is the beautiful Lady D with Kissable Nights and Dating After 50.
Whoop, whoop.
Ow.
And
Yes.
I swear. POTUS, thank you very much. Are you or someone you know looking to become a mortgage loan originator? Or are you a real estate agent that will also like to originate mortgage loans for your clients? The rules of the game have changed. Join Affinity Real Estate and Mortgage Training for this free webinar. We will show you step-by-step process on how to become a mortgage loan originator in less than 30 days. Even if you have no mortgage experience or real estate experience, please join us for our free webinar on September 12th, 2018 at 10 p.m. Call us at 800-991-6097, extension 2. Once again, that number is 800-991-6097, extension 2. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey, honey, how's work?
Work was good.
Yeah?
Monthly sales are going back up
Good.
as usual.
Have you talked to Alan about the promotion?
You know, I had this thought the other day, and I was gonna just like quit the whole 9-to-5 thing and give music one more shot. You know, like I put up a cover the other day. It's already got 300 views. Look.
Seriously?
That caught my eye is the same. New job, new zip, 20 years, drainless, tatted up, icy wrist, new phone. Who this? Yeah, I've been on this West Coast vibe, yeah. You wouldn't believe this shit. Saw Drizzy on Rodeo Drive, yeah. Told me keep making them hits. Don't hit me with that guilt trip, 'cause you ain't gon' get no reply. Yeah, miss me with that bullshit, 'cause really I ain't got the time. I know you miss the old me, low-key, and what it used to be. Bad decisions, missed opportunities, lurking, hurting, 'cause you will never meet my new identity.
Don't call my phone, don't text me, don't DM me. I'm blocking you on everything. Bye.
Caramel, slim thick. Finally got a freedom, can't rain down on her happiness. 2 jobs, got a cop selling bags. Got her own money, so no finesse. Ain't worried about no nigga. Fuck boy free, so no stress. And she been on this West Coast vibe, yeah. You wouldn't believe this shit. She finally living her best life, yeah. It's 'cause you ain't a part of it. Don't hit her with that guilt trip, 'cause you ain't gon' get no reply. Yeah, miss her with that bullshit, 'cause really she ain't got the time. Wishing that you could see low-key what it was gonna be. Bad decisions, missed opportunities, lurking, hurting, 'cause you will never meet. I knew I'd get her with that guilt trip, 'cause you ain't gon' get no reply. Yeah, I miss her with that bullshit, 'cause really she ain't got the time.
Hello and welcome back to the EmissyK's Loose Lip Show. That was Evan Michael Green. I like that.
Kinda catchy.
My new identity. They, it was one of the ones who submitted for our program that we have now with the new artists.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm excited. I was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah, that's catchy. I like that. I was wondering what that was.
Absolutely. So, Lady D's,
Oh,
what you got for us tonight for
I need to
Kissable
borrow your
Nights?
soapbox tonight. I don't.
Uh-oh, soapbox.
I'm
Let me
really-
sit back.
You know what?
Who did it?
Oh my God. Let me say this first. Okay, you know when and I'm not male bashing. Don't get me wrong. I don't do that. But when men are younger, you know, they don't want women under them. They're going about doing their own thing, and they want to go and come as they please.
Come as they please. Yeah.
And then it's kind of like when they get older, they become extremely needy.
Okay.
That is so disgusting to me. It's like, oh my goodness. It's bad enough when a woman is needy. That's not attractive. But when a man is supposed to be strong and at least disguise your stuff.
Okay.
I mean, don't just let it all hang out. And especially on the first date. Who does that?
True story.
You know, you're on the first date and you're talking. You know, I talk with my hands, and you're like to lose your mind. What is that? Oh, that feels like like wait, come on.
That's a turn off.
Really?
That's a turn off.
And then you it's constantly like I just need somebody to hold me. I'm tired of that. I know, seriously, I am.
You get it
it's
that
like
often?
a lot, and it's kind of like, what are you doing?
So do you think that it's a part of like their slow down process because they've been in the streets for so long, this woman, that woman, and now, you know, they only want to focus on one?
I don't know, but I think you reap what you sow. You know, it's kind of like, no, you know, I just don't understand. It's like how it can change so drastically. You know, to me, a needy man is, I'm sorry, but it's disgusting.
Okay.
Because I don't expect a strong man to act like that. Even if you're feeling somewhat like that on the inside, to just lay it all out there on the table,
right?
Like that, like, really?
Do you think it's something that they could
turns
have
me on.
been through? Like, because, you know.
But that's not my burden.
Right.
And then when I say we're having a conversation and I simply say, well, I need you to do this. And I say, my thing is, don't need me. Okay. I'm a human being. I'm fallible.
Okay.
Okay. And that's too much of a burden for me to carry. You needing me like that.
Okay.
And so when I say I don't need another human being, or I don't need a man, it doesn't mean I don't desire or I don't want, but I don't need, because you can let me down.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and sometimes we can get so needy that it becomes a burden on the other person.
True.
Because they feel like they have to do everything, they have to live for you.
It becomes a task.
It is. And I don't think it's fair to another human being to do that. And I'm just tired of it. I'm like, get a grip.
I think it's just it's a point of men and women just finding a balance.
Right.
You need a balance, because there's, to a certain extent, you want to feel needed, but there is a such thing of just overkill.
Yeah, because I don't need you to make me who I am or whatever. You know, you need to have a life or a being of your own before you get into a relationship. Do not go into a relationship expecting somebody to make you happy. You need to already be happy. So when you get together, you guys can enhance each other's life. You know, and not me getting with Eric and I expect make me happy. Really?
Eric, make her happy.
Shut up. Well, he probably could. No, just
You gonna take that sitting down?
But seriously, Eric, do you understand what I'm saying? Seriously, if you think I'm wrong, tell me that. I'm serious.
Well, it's like a catch-22. You know, you got some women that want men to show that vulnerable side where he can soften and be soft to a woman and communicate, so to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, some men don't know how to communicate. Some women don't know how to communicate.
True.
It all depends on the person that you're with and what they expect as far as when it comes to communicating. Because my thing is, you could be needy. A man could be needy to a certain extent. I agree with you. You don't want a guy that's babyfied.
Right, that part.
Not your mama.
Yes.
You know, I get that. But at the same time, you also want a man who shows that softer side.
And I do.
You know, we could be dominant.
Yes.
You know, I mean, we are men.
Yeah.
You know, we supposed to be strong. We're not supposed to cry. We're not supposed to, show that soft side, because then they find us weak.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Some women play that against you.
True.
That's why a lot of men do hold it back and not show that side of, I can cry on your shoulder, or I got feelings, I got emotions. Right. But then you got to, because I'm that type of dude. I'm gonna let you know how I feel.
Right.
And I'm gonna shed a tear if I need.
And
to,
that's cool.
I mean, real men cry.
Right.
I don't care what
Absolutely. I totally
nobody
agree with
say.
that.
You can act all day long that you don't cry and you hard and
Eric,
I'm from the streets.
Just don't cry all the time.
But no.
You know what?
The
crying.
This dude got such a look on his face, and I stepped back and I said, I didn't realize what was going on at first. I was like, why are you looking like that?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, you hurt my feelings. Dude,
Oh, come on.
how did I hurt? This is our first time meeting.
Okay.
How did I hurt your
That's too
feelings?
much.
He said,
a little bit.
because you just sit here and told me that you don't need me. I don't know you.
Yeah,
I don't know
The
you.
first time I saw a man
that's
cry
mental
was
illness.
my uncle when my cousin father passed away. And Stanley has always been this, when Stanley come around, it's like all the kids scatter. He didn't play. So for me to see him cry, it was like surreal. Like, wow, because he was so hurt of my cousin's, which was his brother-in-law passing away.
Right.
To see Stanley cry, I was like, okay, it's okay for a
There you
man to
go.
cry.
Right, definitely.
Because when I say my
Sometimes.
Uncle Stanley was the
Say
epitome
sometimes.
of a man,
You gotta say sometimes.
yeah, sometimes. I know my uncle was the epitome of a man.
Right.
Like Stanley was the man.
Yes.
So for me to see him cry and see a man like that cry for the first time, I knew right then and there, okay, it's okay to shed a tear too.
Because a lot of guys,
Sometimes.
old school dudes, built their sons like that.
Yes.
It's not manly to cry. I think that is so crazy. I want both sides.
Right.
But I think that when that soft
wanna
side comes out,
whine,
it's usually
yeah.
when you're actually in a relationship and you're sharing feelings. You don't come out the gate like
Depends on
that.
how long you've been in a relationship. I just say in the beginning.
We
you
didn't have a
definitely-
relationship.
You definitely don't
This is the first
pour your heart out to somebody.
You don't even know.
you ain't
That
been
was
doing
his
it.
last date for me.
That was just.
And it was.
That was his last date.
I think, honestly, to be totally honest, I think that was just him trying to run game.
Well, it didn't
Somebody
work.
must have told him, show this soft side real soon. Nah, but guys do that.
I got a friend.
But it was-
that's-
but it was
I got
over
a friend
the
that's
top.
real
It was-
soft.
it was-
And he's a really nice guy. Really nice guy, but he real soft. And he has been in the friend zone for many years
Well, it all depends on what he's
because
been
he's
through,
too
too.
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all women, y'all expect
No, I want a strong man. I don't care. I mean, if he's soft, I just think there needs to be some balance.
There's
and
no
first of all, I
balance.
think we need to be in a relationship. Don't come out the gate at me like that because I'm like
Not at all.
putting on the brakes. I'm like,
I've only seen his soft.
but what I will say, when you first meet someone, you're supposed to let them know up front put everything on the table because that gives that person a chance to know whether they want to deal with you or not. And don't come telling me something 2 months later about your ex and
Right.
you still got feelings. Let
Right,
me know.
right,
Put
that's true.
everything out on the table right now and let me
Well,
be to decide on what I want to do.
True.
thank you for putting it on the table.
I'm gonna tell y'all what else. I'm gonna tell y'all
That's how I
another
did the
reason why I
ghost.
don't like soft men. Because today these brothers are very questionable.
Yeah.
And I don't want to date a questionable man.
You know what? I don't even think it was like that. I didn't look
Nope.
at it.
I'm
but
just saying that's one of the reasons why I
think
do
he's
it.
kind of going through some stuff physically
Yeah.
and
That's what I think.
some other
Mentally.
things, and so because of these other things, I think these other things are keeping him from getting a real relationship, and so now he's like emotionally needy, and. I want to back him on because I want to tell him, okay, you're not the one for me, but
Right.
going forward, you need to kind of hold back a little bit.
You might want to be a slight
Or not
tad bit
hold-
emotionless.
Maybe not hold back. Deal with whatever's going on with him. Because
Yeah,
if that's
he needs some
what if
counseling.
that's how he is, then there are women that do like men like that. 'Cause they like to run over men. They
Oh, see, I don't
love
want no
weak
man I
men
can
like
run
that.
over.
Yeah, some women
But
like
yeah,
weak
they
men.
like men
I don't-
like that. It's so he don't need to
I'm
hold
just-
back.
I'm too much of an alpha male to be.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
can't
Give me
let
an
a woman-
alpha.
I've always been the type
dang.
of guy though. I would let a woman take one step ahead of me, because I don't like to feel like I said, my physicalness already shows the aggression.
Right.
So I don't want to also come off like that. You know what I'm saying? The minute people see me, they automatically think I'm mean. Or,
Me too.
Or he
I
look
get
like
that
he'll
so
break
much.
you up, and I'm not. I'm so totally the
Right.
opposite.
Right.
Like once you get to know me, if you get on my bad side, then that's
Then
when we
that's
got a
it.
problem. But
Yeah.
once you get to know me as a person, you be like, oh wow, this dude is cool as ever. You
Yeah.
know, and
That's what it's
people, and
all
I've
about.
had people tell me that like, oh, I just thought you was just totally different. You You know,
I
you look
like
like
you
a
take
woman
no crap.
beater and this, that. I was
Oh, Lord.
Woman beater?
I had people say that. Look
Nah, I
like
don't
that. You
give
look
you
like
that.
you.
I wouldn't give you that one.
I'm
Even
like,
though you're from
no.
Chicago, I wouldn't give you that one.
I don't hit
Lady
women.
D's.
What?
It's about that time.
She's like, what? Okay.
Okay, I'm off my soapbox. So you've been listening to Lady D's. Whoop. Yeah, I put it back. You can have it. You can have it back. I missed that segment. Anyway, this has been Lady D's and Kissable Nights. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram under LaDDEEZ, and Doris Jean Drew on Facebook. And so next, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with EmissyK and Get Lipped and the handsome Mr. Eric. Isn't he cute?
So as we go into our break, like she said, our special guest in the studio is Mr. Eric Lane, and we're going to take a quick look at some of the things that he's done over the years. Let's go.
Yo, stop talking to this fool.
Hey, this don't even concern you, dog.
Tucker, man, this guy's a cop.
No, big homie.
Say what? Yeah, it's all over D Unit. Get the door.
Man, please, man. Well, we got an ID on the male half of our Bonnie and Clyde team. Otis Samuels, a.k.a. O2, did 9 months for possession and a 6-year bid for armed robbery. He was also part of the Del Luca heist. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah. There's still over 200K missing from that job. Anything on the girl?
Well, we're running a tattoo to see if we can come up with a match.
Good.
Oh, yeah, and also those safe deposit boxes belong to Big Meat.
B just told me a little crew that runs with the JD set up shop on St. Louis and Garland.
Are we getting a blessing from him?
Nah, see, we ain't authorized that. We're gonna let B handle it.
Well, you do know that block is hot, right?
Right.
Well, give it to John. I mean, the boy said he wanted to step up. Let him step up.
All right.
I got all caught up. That was intense. Oh my
we were
goodness.
like, oh, who got the pop in there? What's about to happen next? So that was just a sample of some of the things that you've done over the years.
Yeah.
So what are some other things that you've worked on?
Well, I'm known for R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet.
Oh, yeah.
I played Twan. Also, I starred in a critically acclaimed independent film called 1 Week.
Okay.
By Carl Seaton and Kenny Young, some guys from out of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
As you see, Chicago PD, Soul Food, Prison Break. Had an opportunity
Empire.
to work. Yeah, Empire, definitely. Did 7 episodes of
that one.
Empire last season.
You're one of
Drop.
Shine's thugs.
Yeah, Drop.
So does that
his
mean
right-hand
that your character is no longer?
No, he's no longer on there. Yeah, actually, my character was up last season. Yeah. So, you know, plus Shine.
Yeah, I was wondering if you died with Shine, you know?
Shine got killed. Yeah, I was out of there before him.
Okay. That's what's up. So, how long have you been acting?
Whoa, since 98.
98.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to practice kids' cereal commercials when I was a kid. I always wanted to be an actor.
That's cute.
Always wanted to be in the entertainment field. I used to impersonate Michael Jackson. I used to do Michael Jackson every year at my family reunion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they look forward to it too.
Of course they did.
And you know what's so funny is my middle name is Michael. I just never use it, but my full name is Eric Michael Lane. And my grandmother's last name was Jackson.
Oh, God.
So I would tell my grandmama all the time, look, would you please adopt me? Wow. Because if you adopt me, I get your last name.
So
and
change my name to Michael
Jackson. And you know, my grandma was considering it too. She was like, you know what, son, that is a good idea. But it never came to fruition. My mom was like, no, your last name is Lane.
But you know what?
It's
Eric
only one
Michael Lane is a nice name. It has a nice ring.
Yeah.
I like that.
And you know what a lot of people say, is that your made up Hollywood name? And I'm like, no, my mother name is Mary Lane.
Wow, that's a nice
Mary
name.
Michelle Lane.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. So it worked out. But I was like,
Michael
I almost could have
Jackson.
been a Michael Jackson.
But see, if you were Michael Jackson, when people Google you now, they get Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
They won't get you Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
So now when they Google Eric Lane, they get you.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like with Michael B. Jordan and Michael Jordan.
Right.
You know, a lot of
Exactly.
people, he's like, you know, like when he was growing up in school, people's like, you ain't no Michael Jordan. You ain't no Michael Jordan.
We can be so cruel, can't we?
Yeah, you know, kids is just horrible. But he's like, he had a little problem
Yes.
sometimes from time to time with the name Michael B. Jordan. So I think that's why he kept B in there.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how was your acting transition from moving from Chicago to LA?
You know what? It was easy. I mean, like I've been doing this for so long, and I knew coming out here because I've been out here a few times, and I tried, and mentally, financially, I just wasn't ready.
Okay.
And you know when you're ready, you know, because it's a beast out here, and you guys out here in LA, let us know. Like, for real, it's a beast. You gotta.
They don't hold back.
I mean, you got to put on your army fatigue basically and get out there in the woods baby, and fight in the jungle for real. But me coming out here, I knew I was ready because I had done so much, and I'm just glad I had the opportunity to go back to Chicago and work on a few projects and you know just get my acting skills up to par. You know, ready to come out here.
Yeah.
So now I'm mentally, financially stable.
So how long have you been based here?
I've been here 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years. It made 2 years in July.
Oh, wow. That means I've met you pretty much when you got here. huh?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Fresh meat. Fresh meat.
FOB. Fresh off the boat.
Definitely.
Nice. Very nice.
So, you know what? We were talking a few weeks ago about a lot of the murders and stuff that's going on in Chicago and how there are so many different celebrities that come from Chicago. So with you being from Chicago and having your status, if there was one thing that you could tell us, like, you know what, this what needs to be done, you know, to stop all this murdering that's going on, what would that one thing be?
Find some work.
Okay.
The key thing is the kids need work. We
Okay.
need some facilities where they can go to and play basketball and have fun. They shut down a lot of stuff in Chicago. And we need some more facilities like that. You know, and we need more YMCAs. We need people to pay attention to the kids. That's the main thing, and it's no jobs.
Okay.
No jobs. I mean, like the summer jobs, they barely pay anything, and kids are looking at it like, yo, I can make more than this in a day that they making in a week.
Right.
You know, so you have to bring something to the table where it attracts them.
Yeah.
Show attention to them. And if it was me, if it was up to me, I would definitely start a program, which I want to do eventually down the line. Start a program.
Because we're from LA. We're LA born and bred. So, we're just outsiders looking in. All we can do is, speculate like, oh my God, that's so horrible. But you're from it. You lived it.
Yeah, I've been there. When I tell you I've been in the heart of it. I'm from Inglewood. And Inglewood is, anybody that knows Chicago know Inglewood is like the worst part of Chicago, period. South side. And real true story. I stayed 2 blocks over from Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, okay.
Jennifer Hudson's brother was like a good friend of mine, the one who got murdered. And my brothers had just called me and was like, yo, Jennifer Hudson's brother just got killed, da-da-da-da-da. They found him in the house. And it hit me so hard because I knew him. And I had just spoke to him like maybe a month before that, before I came out here to L.A. at the time back then. And Derrick Rose stayed like maybe 6 blocks over. So we were all in this little same area. And the streets is just, oh my God.
It's just hard to imagine. I know we have our issues here, but places like Chicago and like Detroit, they make it seem like we're like peanuts compared to, seriously. And it may not be, I don't know, but it just sounds like so horrible.
It's got so bad now, like people actually just stop going places,
Wow.
stop doing things,
really,
stop hanging
That's
out.
so unfortunate.
The clubs was empty. People going in early because they were, actually going on the expressway shooting people and then just riding off, just randomly, just doing stuff like that. And they do that all the time, like kids just outside. And it's just like, man, I just wish it would stop. Truly,
Yeah, that's
truly.
insane.
You can't even sit on the porch like you used to.
Wow.
Man, that is crazy. So, what do you feel is up next in your career? Like, what would you like to do? I mean, of course, you
What is
still
the
got to blow up,
Right
you know.
now- right
but what is
now,
your ultimate? What's your end
My main
game?
focus is just trying to get those roles, the roles that fit me. You know, I love action. I love drama. You know, it's a lot of people that I definitely want to work with. I want to work with Lee Daniels again. I definitely want to work with Tyler Perry. I just want to tap into something just different. Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
You know, I love action. I love drama. I want to do one of the Transformers or
that was
Fast and the Furious.
Did you attend like an acting school?
Yeah, definitely. I've been training since I was like 27, 28. I started late acting.
So how do you
I
feel
did
about
construction for years.
You're like about 27, like 26, 27 now.
No.
Seriously.
I'm up there. I'm up there. I wish I was, but I'm up there. My daughter is 26.
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel about people that have all of these like walk-on roles where they've been Instagram famous or whatever, and now they
what?
they're getting like the big roles?
I don't have a problem with that. The only thing that I have a problem with is when they challenge me. Somebody who's studied the craft, somebody who's been doing this for years, and I go into an audition room and they have to question whether I can do 2 lines. That's what I have a problem with.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with people who become famous overnight because they got 3 million followers or whatever have you. That's cool. I mean, if it works for them, it works for them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, talent eventually is going to have to show up.
Absolutely.
Because you can only get so many roles when people start seeing through that skin, like, okay, they're not really too good at acting. You know what I'm saying? You will see it, but that's my only problem. Like when I go into a room and you look at my resume and you see that I've done all these television shows and you question if he can do 2 lines, then that's when we got a problem. I'm just like, come on. It gets frustrating, and it's been going on for years, those singers getting work. I mean, look at Diana Ross.
That's true.
Diana Ross.
That's true.
You had a lot of people who,
Whitney
so this
Houston,
is not new, right? Where
Beyonce.
They use, right.
Well, let me ask you, so can you sing?
Know what? They actually, Whitney was great.
Oh yeah, Whitney was.
yeah.
But I mean,
She
as
really
far
was.
as
I loved her.
singers actually going into it, and you just
She's
like,
a good actor.
hey, how did you get there? Yeah, because even what's his name? Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah.
So Eric, can you sing?
No, I can't hold a note in my hand.
For real?
No.
That means you don't do too many stage plays, right?
No. I mean, if I do a play, just don't give me no singing.
He got to sing solo.
I was gonna say because if you can sing a little bit, well, you don't have to sing, but we have so
Well,
many
just use auto-tune.
good plays.
Yes, they do.
I could use auto-tune. Turn a little treble and bass up. Yeah, but no, I'm not a singer. I don't know. I just love drama. I like actors like Denzel.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman, Samuel Jackson.
See, you kind of remind me of those guys and
Michael Douglas.
You seem to be very versatile.
Yeah.
And that's, I think that's awesome.
I
so
can
you're
play
not
the husband,
like
the father, the thug.
Yeah, I don't see you on like I got the hookup too. Not the
the
Hallmark Channel.
I don't want the bully role. I like the roles that requires being a detective.
Yes.
NCIS, like LL Cool J. I like roles like that.
Oh,
I want to be the street
learn how to
cop.
lick your lips.
Okay.
I want to be the street
goodness.
cop.
Down, D.
That's the type of role that I like. I don't know. I've always loved action. Explosions. Steven Seagal and
Quentin Tarantino.
Maybe see you need to lighten up a little bit, so you kind of bring out your soft side. You probably get some of the other movies like the
Hallmark Channel, the 4 guys and 4 girls movies. I don't like that.
Oh my god!
I call them 4 guys and 4 girls movies. You got the 4 guys on the basketball court, man. You should get with old girl, man. She like, no, girl, I don't want to get with him. I don't like him. You got the 4 guys and 4 girls movies. Are those movies?
Oh, look at you.
Nah.
So you said if I had a friend and they offered you a position in a spot in a movie and it was that kind of movie, you wouldn't take it?
No, I'll take it. I mean, I'll take it, but I just said I'm just not a big fan of those. I don't want to be known as the handsome, pretty guy in every film.
Yeah.
Why not?
I just don't. And that's
Sound like
those are
Christian
not
Keys.
those are not blockbuster movies. Let's just be honest. The Rock is killing the game.
Exactly.
And he's breaking backs and legs and everything else. Explosions, Vin Diesel. You know,
See?
I just love those type of movies.
I agree with your lane,
You
Eric
said people
Lane.
say you look a certain way, but you're not on the inside. I'm beginning to wonder about that little statement.
No,
You know what?
I'm a good guy.
I think the real you.
No, I'm a good guy. I like that.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to come back with Eric Lane.
Hey,
So enjoy this break.
Lil Rel how he is. Rel.
I can't believe this, man. Who would have ever thought my wife would have slept with my barber? Not my mailman, not my garbage man, but my hair confidant. I don't want to fight for custody, because I seen friends do that, and they just treat their kids like furniture, which she also took, by the way. It's hard coming home to an empty house with nobody to greet you, and now my Wi-Fi not working. Which is why I called your customer service number. Yo, what up, big bro? Nat, look, I don't want nobody in my business, okay? So don't tell Dad anything. I'm your little brother. You know I got you.
Your wife and your barber?
Look, Dad.
Oh, don't look dead at me. All that money I spent on you for glasses as a child, you didn't see this coming? Oh, go on, this ain't about you.
You gotta have faith. Your life may be in shambles, and you may feel alone because your wife left you and took the kids. It's not talking about me, right? Oh, no. All I'm saying is, Brother Rel, look here, man, we're praying for you, brother.
Now, I was expecting this to be sad, but damn, this looks like a place where they bag up heroin.
I know things look rough right now, but my future starts now. Maybe start dating again.
I could probably hook you up with my girl, Monica.
Monica? I mean, she wears loose boots. Her boot is too wide for a little ass ankle. It just feet be sliding back and forth in the boot.
Nat, your brother's insane. He refuses to go out with my girl, Monica.
Loose boots, Monica?
Sometimes you gotta lose it all.
Hey, what's up, little people? Look at y'all, getting all big and stuff. Look, I know it's only been 6 days, but you look big to me. I'll talk to you later. No, I don't want to talk to your mother.
To appreciate what you've got.
When your mother first passed away, I was kind of lonely in that house by myself. You're gonna have moments where you just call out to somebody and there's nobody there. I just want you to know that never goes away. Look, I was trying to say something inspirational, but it went where it went.
Lil Rel how he is. Rel.
I'm having so much fun. Rel, I love those kids.
Well, I like your,
Coming to Fox.
And welcome back to the EmissyK's Loose Lip Show. You guys just saw a trailer from Rel, which our boy Eric Lane is part of the cast. And we want to welcome to the stage Kwesi.
Peace. How you guys doing?
Say the last name, because I don't like
Gaharo.
I don't like messing up people's names. That's like my pet peeve. You know what I'm saying?
When we do it, she be like, what you saying?
It's 3 syllables. Gaharo.
Kaharo.
Yes.
I got it.
How you doing?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm good. Thanks for having us.
No, thank you for coming. You guys don't know Kwesi. He is the owner of KGPR, which is he's a PR rep, and he's also the reason why we had Hallie Johnson on the show.
I'm a brand strategist that provides a PR service.
That's right. Well, that's why you're here, so you can tell us so we don't fudge up your situation.
No, it's all love. I'm originally from Chicago. I've known Eric for 20 plus years.
OMG.
So he's not just a client, he's a friend. So it's someone I believe in. He's a tenacious actor. He believes in his craft. And I see the work that he's put in. So I don't mind investing my time and my resources to help see him move to the next level. So,
you are very good at helping people. I'm going to tell you that right now. You've helped me out a few times. So I know, and you're great. Just so that people know publicly, like you do go hard for your clients and people who aren't your clients, your friends, like me.
No, I mean I'm like 7-11. I never close.
You, seriously.
You know, clients who call me at 6 o'clock. Y'all want to go to this event at 7 p.m. Like everybody's at the office, so I find a way to make it happen. And sometimes, you from Chicago, you go guerrilla.
Right.
Being in LA, half the time it's about showing up. If you show up and you act like you belong, you belong. That's okay. And 9 out of 10 times things happen.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
So, Eric, tell us about your role on Real.
Well, Frank the Barber.
Frank the Barber. Now, are you the barber or a barber?
The Barber.
Oh, man. You taking people wives?
A lot of drama. But, I'm just excited. I'm excited to be a part of this show. Shout out to Rail.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fox. For
Sinbad
giving me
is back.
Oh, yeah.
Sinbad is back.
Yeah, no doubt,
that just standing in the room with that guy is a legend.
Yes.
First of all, and he's hilarious. He's funny and he's humble.
Yes.
And I'm gonna use the capital H with that with him because he is so humble. And he treats you like he's been knowing you for years. I love that brother.
That's what's up.
But I definitely want to thank Fox and Lil Rel for giving me the opportunity, man. Because, out here, it is a beast. And,
I'm proud.
I did what I had to do. Yeah, definitely.
Well, how did you get this role since you stated earlier that you only like crime and drama?
Oh, it's drama.
Well, when I met Rel, I've been knowing Rel for years. And, I had ran into him and we were talking and he was, he knows my talent. And he was like, man, I got something for you. He was like, I want you to go out for it. And I had to do the process just like everybody else. It wasn't handed to me. I had to audition like 3 times for Fox because they make the final decision.
Yes.
You can get me in the room as far as an audition, but at the end of the day, I still got to do what I got to do.
Yes.
Fox, they believed in me and was like, yo, you fit this character perfect. Who better to fit the role of being a barber that took a man's wife?
But explain to them the nuances of your audition and how you came in as the character. Because most time when actors audition, they just come in as themselves, opposed to coming in as the talent that they're auditioning for. Because he came in all the way down to a T-shirt. To be in a role, to be like, so when the casting director, the producer, and the executive saw him, he automatically looked like the character.
Love it.
Exactly.
So you got to know the nuances about when you go out audition, because that makes a difference.
Yes,
and
it
when
does.
Rel was writing it, he was like, because he had saw Trapped in the Closet, and he was like, yo, I know Eric, I know his talent. He was like, but when he was writing the character, he said he saw me. He couldn't see nobody else in playing that role. And that's the way it is with a lot of writers and stuff. They automatically vision the person who they want to work with or who they already see in that role, which is understandable. I appreciate it. I appreciate him a lot. Appreciate him a lot.
Networking,
he still had to go in there and prove he had the chop.
I had to go in there and prove
talent,
myself.
you know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, when you get in front of them 100 people from Fox, and you sit at that table, read.
Little intimidating.
It can be very intimidating. I was like, hamana. Nervous, but I went in there and rocked it, man. And at the end of the day, I knew I had it because when I was done, everybody was smiling and clapping for me. And I'm like, okay. Breathe.
Exactly.
Breathe.
So when is the show airing?
September 9th.
September 9th.
On Fox, right after the football game. So you don't have to go nowhere.
Is that the Steelers game?
And you know what? Honestly, this right here is like huge because the audience is so wide for football. This is the first day for football back Sundays.
Yes.
So everybody is going to tune in to Real. And it's an exciting moment, man. They pushing it real hard. Fox did a great job.
Yeah,
Fox
they have.
Advertising.
I've seen it. I saw it.
You might see it
saw it
posted in
probably
your
a month ago.
bathroom. Be like,
how did they get here?
Who put that in here?
But also, too, Fox is doing something very unique. They're allowing the audience a pre-look at the show. Follow Real on Fox on Twitter.
Yes.
It'll be playing on Twitter tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m.
early
Pacific Time. Yeah, so they getting the buzz.
So they
out.
doing it different, you know. And honestly, I've never seen nobody advertise a show like this. And the buzz is so strong because if you go on YouTube, we got over 5 million views.
Yes.
So
for a trailer.
Yes,
for a trailer.
Everybody is on there. Everybody's
5
on
million
social
views.
media.
And your boy Eric Lane is
I
on
saw
that
the
first
trailer a
episode.
long time ago. Yeah.
That's so dope.
We have a phone
Got
call.
a phone call.
Put your earphones on, E. Get your earphones on. Hello and welcome to the EmissyK's Loose Lips Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Mike and I'm calling from San Diego, California.
Hello, Michael from San Diego, Cali.
Hello.
How can we help you?
You know, I want to ask the brother Eric Lane a question.
Sure. What's up, bro? How you feel, Mike?
Hey, my brother, I feel way cool, man. I really appreciate you. I think you're a talented brother, man.
Thank you.
I have nothing but congrats for you. But
thank you.
the question I have for you, young brother, is what advice would you give to a young man, that kind of want to do some of the things that you're doing, and because right now the industry is extremely hard, hard to break into. So,
well,
what are some good advice you would give some of these young brothers and sisters out here?
First of all, man, they got to get their mind right. Stay focused. I was one of those kids, man. I always wanted to be a leader and not a follower. When my cousins and them wanted to go do dumb stuff, steal cars, rob people, I was like, okay, I'll see you later. I'm going to go in the house. And no sooner than I got in the house, like maybe a half an hour later, the police was at my grandmother's door looking for my cousin. I've always been a leader, and I always tell the young brothers. I talk to the kids all the time, man. I've done outreach programs and everything, and sit down and talk to high schoolers, grammar schoolers about just being, do you. Don't focus on you. Stay strong. You got to be strong-headed. You got to know what you want out of life. And as far as becoming an actor or anything, a singer, a dancer, you just got to study the craft.
Yes.
I mean, you got to eat, drink, and sleep this. Right. I mean, like basketball players, they sleep with a basketball. Their pillow is the basketball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I just saw, with acting, it's about taking classes. Everybody think they can just get on TV. YouTube have given a lot of people away where they could just be at home and act silly and blow up. But that's, at the end of the day, it's all about the talent too, man. You got to have some real talent. I mean, the fly-by-nights can only last for so long. You got to actually show some real talent in order to last in this business. Because as you do know, you only as good as your last project.
Right.
I agree. You know what? Well, check this out, man. Like I said, I really appreciate you. Like I say, man, all I have is congratulations, man. I loved you in the closet thing with R. Kelly.
Oh, man. And you know what? Hopefully we do some more because we didn't finish them. Quite naturally, R. Kelly is a very talented brother out, not to, just say anything negative about him. Whatever he got going on in his life, he can fix it, but Trapped in the Closet is a cult phenomenon. People love it.
Yes,
man, to this day, I kid you not, I go out in these streets every day, and if I don't run across one person, it's at least 5 people that's going to say, hey, you're from Trapped in the Closet. Can I take a picture with you? Twan, they be screaming. When I tell you, and I done had kids walk up to me and be like, hey, Twan. I'm like, why your mama let you watch that, boy?
So we want to thank you for calling in, Michael.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, man.
And, man, check it out, September 9th.
Yes.
9 p.m. on Fox.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
So, Quasi,
yes.
You and Eric are hosting a listening party.
No, we're doing a premiere watch party with Eric Lane hosting Sunday at 8 p.m.
Come out.
At Rush Street in Culver City. It is free. You can go on ericlanereal.eventbrite.com, RSVP, get your free tickets. And we're also using this platform an opportunity to collect socks and hygiene kits for the homeless that will be given away and donating to foodonfoot.org on Sunday, September 16th.
And notice he said the key thing, free.
Yes, free. Yes, it's free. So come out and support.
Yes.
See the show. Watch it with Eric Lane. # Frank the Barber. We was actually in Chicago this past weekend and saw a private screening of Rail, and Rail was there. And one of the questions someone asked was, how can we support the show? And he was like, just write in. If you like to see a particular character, write in, support. So he was encouraging people. So
encourage
them. Came on with us.
Definitely. Yes. Encourage them to see Frank the Barber. # Frank the Barber.
Yeah. Y'all got that?
Frank the Barber. Even the women, I want Frank the Barber to come. I want Frank the Barber to come.
I like that character. So I want to thank everybody for coming on. Thank you, Quasi, for joining us. LaLa Young, Eric Lane.
I want to thank you ladies. You're amazing. And to be sitting up here at this table with beautiful women, it's like, wow. No, because like when you listen to people on the radio, you get a picture in your mind, you try to develop a picture of yourself, and then when you see them, you be like, wow. Really? Yeah. But these women here, if you can't see them, trust and believe they are beautiful.
Thank you. And give them your IG or where to find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Eric Lane 2020. That's Eric Lane, ERICLANE, the number 2020.
That's
Follow
right.
me.
Follow him and follow
Instagram.
us, EmissyK Entertainment. But thank you, Kevin Nelson, Morris Media, for allowing us to use your studio.
Yes.
MVIN, and I don't know why y'all didn't bring Bobby T with y'all. Y'all know that's my boy.
Shout out
Oh,
to
he'll
Bobby
be
T.
there Sunday.
He'll be there Sunday. Yeah, for sure.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow our podcast, especially Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Subscribe. $5. Donate. Help us keep this show going. Right. We love you guys. EmissyK. We up out of here. 2 fingers in the biscuit.
Peace.
EmissyK Show. EmissyK Show. EmissyK Show. Questions, interviews, gossip, current news, movie, TV, radio. Here we go.